Hey, folks. Thanks for tuning into the Band Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Lafferty. Here's Jacob Blackman. And today we're going to talk about the Marvel Multiverse role playing game. But first, there's our artisanally handcrafted intro music to assure you listen to a high quality podcast. So, this podcast first began these many years ago as the Vigilance Press podcast. A new Marvel game had just come out. And now here we are 10 years later talking about another new Marvel RPG. Strange how some things come back around again. What's your take on this, Jacob?
Well, I'm looking forward to this. This will be the first time I'm excited about a Marvel RPG in a while. The last one I was really excited about was I forget what the system was called. It was the one with the cards.
Saga.
Saga system. Yeah, I liked that system. I wasn't a big fan of the one that came out after that had all like the little tokens and then there was another one after that I think was produced by the I can't remember their company's name, but I think it used like the interlock system, and you had to play the characters in the Marvel universe. There was no way of creating your own character with that particular system.
Well, this is by Matt Forbeck, so that's kind of cool. We like Matt. And what else do we know about this game?
Well, they've finally given us a nice little preview of some of the stuff. They've been pretty tight-lipped about what we can expect from this game, but now we're getting all sorts of information from this recent article. They've given us a definitive release. This is coming out real soon, both digitally and physically. This book is going to be available on the 20th of April. That's a week and a half from now. So that's terribly exciting. They say the book is going to have the game. It's going to have an introductory scenario, full profiles for some of Marvel's greatest heroes, and it also says you can either play as the heroes of Marvel or you can create your own character. So, yay, I'm very excited about that.
Now, there is a god-awful ugly link I've got in our banner page, but if you go to marvel.com, it's going to be one of the easy-to-find stories there right in the top. And let's go ahead and share that link because they've actually got some preview material right there. So let me...
Yeah, they've given us some mechanics ideas. They've given us a full look at Spider-Man's character sheet.
Oh, really? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, and this game will probably go down as being called the Marvel system, much like one of Marvel's previous games, which eventually became known as the Face Rip system, simply because of the stats. If you look closely at Spider-Man's stats,
might, agility,
the
resilience,
spell Marvel. Might, agility, resilience, vigilance, ego, and logic. So,
well, isn't that clever?
Gonna have some fun wordplay there.
All right, so Marvel.com, and they've got some sneak peeks of the book. 4/20, it's all going to come out, and that, as you say, that is 9 days from today. Super fast. So, and what's the system they're using? 16 plus 6.
Apparently, it's going to be its own system. They're calling it the D616 system, where you roll 3d6. One of the dice has to be different from the other two, and that is called the Marvel die. And anytime you roll a 1 then on the Marvel die, then something fantastic happens. And if you happen to roll 2 6s with the 1, then something super fantastic. That is like the ultimate fantastic roll. You've done something utterly impossible and amazing. So that's apparently the super critical as opposed to just the regular critical.
Bucky comes back from the dead, that kind of thing. I got
I
you.
imagine so. Yes.
Jason Sunday says, I pre-ordered the book from Amazon. It's supposed to ship on the 19th. Yeah, that's coming up in a hurry. I think Jacob was thinking of Marvel Heroic. He was used Cortex Plus. Yep, that's one about 10 years ago. Cam Banks designed that one, and I did some writing for it that never saw the light of day for the unpublished Cosmic Supplement. I got to do some of the work on Nova and the Guardians that never got published because that license was canceled far too soon. But yeah, this is coming up. This is going to be awesome. Jason, I'm going to ask you to run this for us once you get the book. If you're up for our regular Monday lunchtime mountain, noon mountain game. So
I am a fan of Marvel. I love the movies. I love the comics. Marvel was the comic series that was the comic universe that got me into comics. I'd read a couple of Batman and Superman issues, but when I started collecting comics, it was the Marvel universe. And so Marvel has always been really big to me. And I am very happy if Jason will run this. I will totally play any character, and that'll just be fantastic.
Paste Pot Pete?
I will play Paste Pot Pete if he wants to run, a Villains for Hire or a Thunderbolt style game. Absolutely.
All right. Well, I believe we promised that this was going to be a short, fast 10-minute video. And here we are, folks. So go to marvel.com, check out the preview of the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, and we're going to be doing a demo as soon as we reasonably can here in the BEM podcast. So thanks for your time. Any closing thoughts, Jacob?
If you enjoy content like this, then please support the BAMF Podcast Patreon.
Indeed, we are on Patreon. We're on Ko-fi. We're everywhere you want to be. So, all right, folks, take care. Talk to you next time.